Welcome to Papyrus Plans. I'm Tasha. Ready to create something beautiful? Let's dive in.
Hello everyone, welcome back. So for the fourth week in October, I thought I would do an Alice in Wonderland theme. I made lots of stickers for my creative journal earlier this year. So I have tons of Alice in Wonderland stickers left. I love Alice in Wonderland, and so I made a bunch of stickers because I thought I would save some for like making cards, things like that. So I have a ton to play with. And then I also realized that I also had some Alice in Wonderland paper. So I'm not sure if I'll incorporate some of this, but this is from Stamperia. And it has some really fun things like these little cards with Tea Party, and then the other side is journaling. So you could use these as journaling cards. But it has a little bit of everything. And I've used a lot of this already for some other projects that I was working on. And I have this in the 12 by 12 size, and this is the 6 by 6 size. Again, because I was working on some projects. So I'll have these little cards here, and it's double-sided, but it's really cute. But I thought maybe I could use some of this and maybe layer some of my stickers that I made on top. Since this isn't grocery week, we can really kind of play. So I thought this one in particular might be kind of cute. Or maybe the rabbit. Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting. Just like little quotes from the book. And this one, Wonderland is better when you are completely lost. I thought that would be kind of cool. So I thought depending on what kind of theme I went with, I'm kind of torn between like a Mad Hatter Tea Party theme, because I love this scene too. And then I also pulled this in case I do a Tea Party scene. These are die cuts from the, what is it called? I think it's by Stamperia too, but I think it's their antique store paper pad. And these are die cuts that I fussy cut, and then I just kind of fed them through my mini Xyron machine, and that way it would have adhesive on the back of it. So I thought I might do that. And then I also have these rub-ons from Stamperia. Actually, no, yeah, Brocante Antiques. That's what it's called. It's the same collection as this. You can see the teapots are the same, or tea cups rather. So I pulled this just in case I decided to do that, because these are rub-ons, so I thought I could kind of rub that on somewhere. So I might do a Tea Party theme. But then I also have these really cool roses that I made from when the Queen orders them to paint the tree. And so you can see like the roses are white. So I made some white roses, some that are half painted, and then some that are fully red. I thought that might be kind of fun. But again, I have like tons of these cute little teapots and cakes. So yeah, I have tons to work with. I think I might do the Tea Party. The Tea Party or the roses, because those are like my two favorite scenes in the book. Let's see. I don't know if I do the Tea Party, then I could use like this scene. It's always tea time, and then we're all mad here. So I might do that. And it has all of this. But again, this is scrapbook paper, so it's a little thicker. So I'm not sure if I want to use it, because it's quite thick. But I haven't used scrapbook paper that much this year, so I think I can kind of get away with it. And I might even like maybe cut around this, or maybe even tear around this where it says Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So that might be kind of cool. So maybe I'll take out these two and use this large Tea Party scene, and then pair that with some of my stickers that I made and maybe some of the rub-ons. Let's see. So like this one, I think will work well. The Mad Hatter. Let's see. I think those are the main ones I have, because the rest are like other scenes with the Queen and the other characters in the book. So, but I think that's enough. I think that I could, between these two sheets of stickers, I think that would work, especially if I tear out this large scene here. So I think that might work. And then again, I could use maybe some of these and maybe even some of the rub-ons. Yeah, I think I might do that. Okay, so let's see. I also have this habit tracker that I made, and I thought the red one would be perfect because there's little pops of red here. And then this is leftover from the Martina Sticker Company, so I want to try to use that up. And then I pulled boxes in different coordinating colors, greens, red, and then I have this gold in case I decided to go with that. And then I also found some of these die cuts that I had. And again, I'm not sure if I'll use these, but I thought these were kind of cool. And this is from my Park Lane Ephemera collection. Again, kind of goes with some of the themes. I mean, it's vellum, so I could write on it if I wanted to, but I could just use it as decoration, which I might do. This one's a little big. I might not use that one. And this is from the same Brocante Antiques. It's China plate, so I pulled that if I decided to go with the Tea Party theme, which I think I might. I mean, I could just use maybe like the tag. Like layer, or maybe even layer some of these tags. I don't think I'll use this one. This one's plastic. I think I'll put that one back. So if I use the tags, I thought I could use the gold boxes I created. Or maybe just go with the red or green. Let's see. What's the most prevalent color in this? Okay, so we have a little bit of everything. So I think either of these would work, the red and the green. So I think I might use the red just because I have the habit tracker that's red. That kind of goes with it a little bit more. Unless I use the gold tags, and then I might use the gold boxes. So I think I'll put the green back. And let's see. I think I'm going to tear this section here, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, with the text. Do my best not to tear into the text, but around the text. And this is really thick, so it's a little hard to tear. Ooh, this is thick. Come on. Okay. So I got that off. I think that's the only part of that I want to use. So maybe even put it down here. And I got the habit tracker. I can put that right there. I'm not sure if I want to use these. I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. I don't know if I'm feeling them. I'm going to try to use these somewhere. Okay, so I need smaller boxes on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week. And then at least a couple of larger task boxes throughout. But I also have these, so I want to try to incorporate that as well. Okay, I think we're just going to go for it. Let's see if this will fit through my Xyron. It might. Ooh, I think it just will. Kind of make it easier to get adhesive on it. Just going to burnish it and then pull the top layer. Okay, so let's put this down here. And again, I'm going to bring it all the way to this far edge without going past the bottom of the page as best I can. And this adhesive is very strong. So once it's down, it's down. Put my habit tracker down before I forget. And bring it about right there. Okay. And maybe find something to put here. Let's see. Maybe Alice falling. I wish it was pointed the other way, but I think it's... Oh. Oh. Oh, she's got stuck. Come on, come on. Oh, and I just ripped her. Really? Okay. You know what? I don't know if I can pull her up. Okay, there we go. Just rip part of this. But I'm going to try to piece her back together. Well, I guess I kind of have to angle her in order for her to be all the way on here. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I got the angle right because I don't know if I can pick her back up again. Let's see. Try to put this piece underneath. Do my best to line it up. Oh, that's pretty close. Okay. Oh, but her head is going off the edge. Oh. Gosh. Okay, I gotta bring her over. But can I do it? Ooh, this sticker is really sticky. Gosh, what sticker paper did I use? This is crazy. I gotta bring her over about 1/2 of an inch. Whew. Okay. Because of the angle that she's at, oh my god, that is completely ripping. Oh, come on. That is ripping a lot. Okay. Okay, this time, wherever it lands is going to have to stay because it's ripping a lot. Ugh. Maybe I should do her this way. Really wanted her like this. It's hard to get all of her in the frame. Can I raise her like this? I'm gonna do the top part first because that's the hardest part. Okay, I think that might work. And then put this back on top. Right, like that. Ooh, whew, boy, that was close. Okay, smooth her down. And it did rip part of this, so I might try to cover that up with something. I don't know what, but we'll see. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one of these teacups. What if I did? Oh, if I did, or even put it on top of her. See, get my scissors so I can figure out the angle I need to cut the bottom off. Or actually I could just have it, I'm just gonna shave some of the bottom off just slightly and have her foot peeking through and yet cover up that tear. Maybe I'll do it at an angle like that. And I think what I'll do is have maybe some of the teacups cascading down. I think that might be kind of fun. And it fills in this edge here. Let's see. This one. In between October and Monday. Whew. Boy, I had to pivot on that one. We are problem solving in real time, folks. Okay, let's see if we can use part of this scrap maybe over here. The other side of the teacup. Okay, that's the top of that teacup. Put that there. Whew, boy, that barely worked out. Okay, now I think I'm gonna put this larger scene over here because it's quite big. And I'm gonna cut out, let's see, we're all mad here, or tear rather. Like I did down here, around this area. And I might even keep part of this wall down to about there. Actually, I kind of wish I did this now. But I don't think I can lift her up. My God. And plus I won't be able to see that. So what if I did that and put this on top, and then we're all mad here on top of her. And let's see, I want to kind of lift up this teacup. I wonder if I can. Ooh, I can. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring it down like that. Okay. The interior part of the top, just so it kind of looks similar. Okay, let's feed this through my Xyron. I think, no, it won't. Okay, so let me get sticker backer sheet, and I got this glue stick. I'm just gonna glue it down. Just making sure I get the edges really good. And I'm slide this underneath the teacup. So that I can see the words "we're all mad" here, and then the teacup can go on top. Okay, that looks good. Take my bone folder and just kind of smooth it down. And then see if I can lift part of, get some of this glue off my hands first. See if I can lift part of the ribbon on her dress. So I can put this underneath. I mean, since I lifted her so many times, I don't know if I can. I just need this part, I think. Ooh, and it's ripping. I don't think I can do it. Okay, maybe I should just put it on top like I originally thought. Yeah, okay, I think I will. Let's see. Yeah, that's too big. So let's glue this part. And I'm gonna put it directly on top of this. And on top of her. Okay. Okay, I think that works. Now let's get this scene here of them at the tea party. And then I'll do the same thing with this phrase there. But I'm just gonna kind of tear around them. And I might cut along this line and keep this quote at the bottom. And let's get this part. Okay, so we have it's tea time. I can put that somewhere, maybe even right here, over here. And then have this, maybe in this bottom edge over here. Ooh. Oh, that fits beautifully. Okay, I think that might work. So let me take this off. And let me get my larger backer sheet that I use when I glue things. And put glue all over this. We're just going to create a nice little scene. I want to make sure I get the edges really well. Okay. Line this up with the bottom edge and the right edge. And the glue kind of helps give you that wiggle room to kind of gently move things over, which I like. And I'm just gonna, let's see if I can slide this up slightly and just trim off a little bit on the side and the bottom. All right, let's punch out, let's see, I think it's 2 holes here. Line this up. Okay. And then I'm gonna get my bone folder and again kind of smooth that down, especially the edges, just to make sure the fibers of this paper join with my planner page. Okay. Now, do you want to do, maybe we'll do this over here. It's always tea time. Or maybe even over here. Okay, yeah, I think I might do it on this side. All right, now I have these die cuts of keys, but since I'm going with a tea party theme, I don't think I'm going to use that. Okay, now let's I'll go with my darker red boxes. And I'll pull these out too in case I want to use those. And again, I don't think I'm going to use these gold boxes because I was mainly going to use those if I used these really cool vellum gold tags, but I don't think I am. Okay, so I need smaller boxes on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And this didn't cut all the way, so let me give it a little help. Okay. And then I can play around with where I want to put the bullet points and any other stickers. So I think I might use, actually I think I'm gonna cut off the offset on this and layer this directly on top of Alice. Kind of fill in that awkward gap there. Okay. So maybe put this right here. Do my best to get it straight. Hold on. Let me angle it down ever so slightly. There we go. Maybe I should bring it up slightly. Cover up that seam here. And that way it's not covering up "We Are All Mad" here. Yeah, like that better. Okay. Now let's see. Maybe Tuesday right here. And then I think I'm gonna do Wednesday at the top. Just cut off the offset on one side so I can put it all the way up to the top. And use this edge here to line it up. Okay, so I have those there. And let's see. Let's trim off 2 of each color. These I can leave as is. Let's find somewhere to put these. And I need at least one larger box on either side. Let's see, this way. I think I want to go from lighter to darker. So maybe, where do I want it? I think right here. And actually I'm gonna put it in the middle so that I have more space there, but hold on, let me white out this line since I can see it. And it's going right through the bullet points. So I'm just kind of whiting that out so it's not as noticeable. Okay. And then I think on Friday, I'll put these other ones. And since those are together, I think I'll do the same thing and maybe just add a box underneath it. Maybe a smaller box, or maybe one of the square boxes. I'll do it this way so I can line it up. All right, so let's put these other ones down. I just realized I did it in the middle here, so maybe I should do the middle over here. If I can lift it up. Just to be more consistent. Okay, so put the light ones there, and hold on, we'll white this out. Okay, and then add these other ones underneath. Again, I'm trying to get it in the middle. Just so it mirrors that, so they look the same. And I'm just going to scrape off this excess correction tape. Okay, so I have the bullet points, I use those up. Okay, now let's put in some other boxes and some other decoration. So I think I'll use one larger box for the weekend. And put that over here. And I'm just going to trim off the offset so I can layer it a little bit more nicely. And actually, let's see what this look like. I did maybe it like this, or put it on top of his hat. That might work. Might. Okay, maybe I'll put this down first. That way I kind of know where to put this other one. Bring it just to the edge of his hat. And then white out this. And then this line. Out right here. Or maybe raise it up underneath this. Okay. Okay. Now let's add, let's see, maybe a tea kettle and some of the teacups. Just trim off some of the offset. But it goes over here. Now I wish I put it over here now. Oh, no, this stuck. Oh, come on. Don't stick, don't stick. Okay, maybe I'll put this here on the edge of this box. I'm gonna cut it flush. So I can put it like this. And then I can have this over here, like it's being poured into this. Since that's there, and I don't want to risk moving that since I already moved it over once. I think that's a little risky. I think I'll add the Mad Hatter on this side. Maybe in this little corner here. And just trim off part of his foot. Originally I was going to put him here, but since I didn't want to risk moving this. I just didn't think it would be worth the risk. Okay, now let's see. I might not even use any of the rub-ons because I think I have enough stickers. Let's use maybe, oh, and I just pulled that part of that sticker apart, but I think I can put it back together. Or actually, I think it cut weird because it's straight down the middle. So let's see, this is the other part of the cupcake. So let's maybe have it on top of the weekend box. Off the edge here, like this. Oops. Like that. And then I'm gonna put this over here, but I'm gonna see if I can do my best to trim off the offset. I mean, I won't be able to get all of it because it's so small, but as much as I can. And I lost part of that, but we're just gonna fill it in. Let's see, how close is this? It's a little bit darker, but I'm gonna use this pale yellow to kind of blend it out a little bit and add some shading. Actually, I'll just put it on all of it so it looks the same. That'll make it easier. There we go. That way you can't tell. Okay, that works. I like that. I think I might stack up some teacups underneath this. So actually, maybe I will use some of the rub-ons because I don't think I have any more teacups other than these. Well, I have these though. Well, they're a little bit smaller. So let's use some of these. Let's pull this out. And a lot of times I like to cut around it so that it doesn't, because it's protective layer, if you just laid the whole sheet down, the whole thing is going to be rubbed on. So I'm going to clean off my scissors and then cut around the ones that I want to use. I think that's going to be the safest thing to do. Okay, so let's see. Cut around this bird and this flower, and I want this stacked teacup. And actually, I think I'm going to cut out this teacup down here too. And I might come back for that one, but the one with the bird, but right now I want the ones without the bird. And I have that larger one in case I need it. Let's see. Might need this large one. Kind of make it look like it's stacked. So maybe something like that. I think that might work. Or even this other way. And then have it like that. Yeah, I might do it that way. Okay. Doing my best to keep my fingers from the image itself. And put it like that. Push it down. And I'm going to use my bone folder. You can use a popsicle stick. Okay, that's pretty good. And because these are rub-ons, I didn't fuss with putting whiteout because it's so thin. I don't know if it would work. I don't know. I guess I could try it and see. And if it looks terrible, then you know what not to do. And I might get this and kind of scrub some of it off. Just the excess. Just trying to get just a line maybe. I mean, I've never used this underneath rub-ons, but like I said, we'll see if it works. And again, I'm doing my best not to put my fingers underneath this, because if you do, you could potentially rub that off. So maybe do it like this. Again, just so it looks like it's stacked. You don't want to be too aggressive because you don't want to go too crazy, but just enough force to kind of make sure you get it all. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, actually the whiteout did pretty good there. I kind of wish I did it there. Okay, well now we know. You can use whiteout or correction tape with rub-ons. I wasn't sure if you could, but you can. Okay, let's see. I think I might use some of the spoons. Some of the rub-ons of the spoons. Again, I think this is the safest way to do it so that you can not risk rubbing on other elements that you don't want to use. And I might come back for this little bird too, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna put some of these small ones at the top. And maybe rub on some of the spoons in various places. Like let's see, do I want maybe one on either side? And maybe this one in the middle. That one's similar to that one, so I think I'm gonna put this one on this side. And then maybe do this one like this. Again, you gotta be very careful with rub-ons because you can easily use them before you're ready. So do my best not to touch the back of it as little as possible. And I feel like a bone folder gives you even pressure. I think I'm gonna put this one on the side here. Again, I'm trying to pick it up by the edges as the best I can. It's a little difficult sometimes when it's this small. My finger got stuck on it, but I'm trying not to rub it off. There we go. Okay, and let's do this one. And that fell, but again, I'm just kind of using my nail to kind of guide it to where I want it to be. There we go. Okay, so we got those on. That's really cute. Now let's use some of the small teacups. And again, I'm gonna cut these apart just to make them easier to use. And I think I'm going to cut around some of this ribbon part. I mean, it's going to be hard to get all of it, but I don't really want that, so I'm going to cut around it. I'm trying to sit them on top of the line. See, get my tweezers so I can kind of get underneath here. There we go. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's maybe have this one in the corner over here. Okay. And then I think this one may be cascading in between Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. And let's see, this one. I think I might put this between Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Oh, I love that. I love the top. I love that. So now let's add in some boxes, and I think that's all that we need. And if I need it, I have one more of these left that I can use. So let me get the rest of my boxes. Okay. So I think I'll use square on Tuesday and then one on Friday. And again, I'm gonna trim off the offset just so I can layer it in the space where I want to put it. So I think I'm gonna bring it over slightly. Going to be technically going in between Monday and Tuesday. Okay. And let's put one over here. Actually, I might use a larger box on Thursday. Let's see what that will look like. Or maybe I'll use 2 squares if it looks too big. Because I do have that. Yeah, that's a little heavy. Okay, I think I'll put this back. I think I'll use 1 or 2 squares. I do have the bullet points over there on Friday. So technically I don't need a box on Friday. Same with Wednesday. So maybe I'll do this. Put it in this area over here. Okay. And I think I might put another box here to cover up this little awkward area. And I think I could get away with another box there if I wanted to. Because I don't think I need another weekend box. I think that's plenty for me for the weekend. So we got 2 more squares left. I think I might go ahead and use them. So let's see. Maybe bring this. Well, actually, maybe not. You know what? Maybe I'll put like a teacup or a teapot over here. And let's see what I have. I have these stickers left. Oh, this might work. This teapot with 3 spouts. Or maybe I'll put this over here. Let's see. And I might try to cut around these. Oh, that's going up into Thursday, though. Ooh. I might cover up Thursday. I think I will. I know it's Thursday because Friday's right there. Just so I can do that. I'm just going to scrape away the white out across the number so I can read. Or maybe I should white out everything because I can't see it. Yeah, okay, yeah, maybe I will. I don't usually do that, but I kind of want to use that. Okay. And can I cut around this? That's the question. Okay, let me put this back until I decide if I want to use it or not. And I'm getting my gyro cut. And see if I can find my cutting mat. And I'm gonna do my best to I can kind of see the shadow of it, but actually I might do it like this. It's kind of hard to see. I mean, I could see most of it, but not all of it, so let's see how I did. Ooh, this is trying to tear. Don't tear. Oh, that's not bad. Actually, that's not bad at all. I mean, that's pretty close, considering I couldn't see all of it. I think I'm happy with that. And let's cut out these two holes. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. All right. Kind of want something here, but I'm not sure what. I mean, I have this. Maybe we'll cut out this "For You" tag. And I have these flowers I might use. I have this other teacup as well. Just going to cut out the greenery and the flowers and save that for something else. And I think I'm going to cut out this tag as well. And that says Joy. Okay. So we got this. I might put this on top of his hat. And white this out. This line here and part of this box. Let's try it. I mean, it's not going to be exact, but I think it could work. And I might even see if I can move this over slightly. Now that I think about it. If I can. That would make it a little bit easier. Ooh, it's tearing. I don't know if I can. Okay, I don't think I can. It's not letting me. I wanted to move it over ever so slightly, just to make it slightly easier, but... Oh no, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. Whew. So I'm going to angle it like this so that it won't take up the whole box. And just have this look like it's on top of his hat. And part of the teacup got stuck down here. Let's see. I might just rub on maybe one of the flowers to kind of disguise it. I think that might work. Cut off this small flower. That's a downside, like if you drop it or, you know, do something like that unexpected. Since it's a rub on, it's going to stick. But I think that we can fix that. Oh, that's, okay, that's good. Okay, I just put the flower on top of that one, that little small one, just to kind of disguise the fact that part of the rub on fell down there. And you can't really tell, so that's pretty good. Okay, so we have the tag. These tags I might use. Maybe for you here, and then maybe joy over here somewhere, or maybe over here. I'm gonna white out this line. Just so it layers a little bit better. And then use my bone folder to rub it down. Okay. And let's see, or maybe I should put it here to fill up that space. I might do that. Oh no, don't fall. But it's not the right angle, okay. So maybe, oh, maybe right here on top of this. Oh, actually, I like that. And just have it come off the page. And it goes into the box slightly, but since this is my weekend box, I'm not too concerned. Okay, that works. All right, so I have my weekend box. I have the bullet points on Friday and Wednesday. I have a box on Thursday, and I covered that up. Just because I wanted to fit this in. And again, I don't usually do that, but sometimes I do if I want to fit an element there, and I think it works. Again, I know what day that is, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's see. Okay, I have the bullet points on Wednesday, and I have that appointment box. I have this on Tuesday. So the only box I don't have another box on is Monday. But I think I'm gonna leave that alone. And then if I, for some reason, I do need another box, because I do have these bullet points and I don't always use these on the day. So for example, if I have something that I need on Tuesday and not much on Wednesday, I'll go ahead and write it in. Or if I need to fill in, you know, for Monday, I will just add it over here if I need to. If I have to, I might add another box over there. I mean, actually, I guess I could. Let's see, what would that look like if I did this? Huh. Actually, that kind of works. It's a little box heavy on this side, but it works. I could, again, what I might do is add a box over here, and even though it's Thursday, I could use it for Monday. Because I have this area here too. And that way it's not quite so box heavy. Yeah, I think that looks a little nicer. I'm just gonna make it, straighten it so it's not crooked. Bring it down to the right slightly. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna clean up and then let's take a look. All right, you guys, so this is my Alice in Wonderland themed spread for the 4th week of October. I'm really loving it. I love the kind of chaos of it, and I love how it looks like there's, you know, tea cups stacked on top of each other. I just really like the way that that looks. Throughout the week, if I feel like I need another box, again, I have the space to add it. But right now, I think this is more than enough, especially since I have these bullet points. And I think that's going to work really well. So again, sometimes I might add an extra box or element if I feel like I need it. But as it stands, I think this is going to work well for me. It's functional, and then it looks really nice too. All right, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm obsessed with Alice in Wonderland, and I can always find an excuse to visit Wonderland and take part in one of Alice's adventures. All right, let me know what you think below, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, stay inspired, and thank you for watching.